YouTube family, kings and queens. I want to thank you guys for tuning into this video right here. And if this is your first time to my channel, my name is THEKENBANKS, and it's the perfect place for anybody looking to persevere in life. We discuss topics such as success and growth mindset, mental health awareness, as well as life as an introvert. If you clicked on this video, you're probably trying to figure out how to start your personal development journey. Well, stay tuned because we have all that here for you, okay? We all can classify personal development as different things. Now, to me, personal development is the focus on your personal growth and success. Sometimes we tie that into a professional success or how well you're doing in relationships and things of that nature. But to me, your personal development is you taking time and attention to focus on your own growth and development. That can mean many things. For example, if you have certain things like you have an issue with discipline, you have an issue with motivation, you have an issue with time management, all these different aspects of your life, you literally have control over that. You're not just some robot who comes with malfunctions or so on. You actually have control over your life. And if you pay attention to those things, you can actually formulate a development plan to be better. When you're at a job or you're trying to learn different skills at your job, the management team has an actual development plan for you and for really anybody who comes through the training. But you have to have this type of attention to detail in your own life and figure out how you can develop as an individual, whatever it means to you to become the best version of yourself, because it's possible and people are doing this every day. The reason why this is important is because no matter what, we all owe ourselves a commitment to become better. And to me, now this is, again, I'm not a person who knows all, I'm not a person who feels like I'm smarter than anybody else. I obtain knowledge because I know that I don't know. That's my drive to learn more. Personal development is success. It is happiness. You focus on more on mindfulness, you focus more on appreciation and self-love and all these things that go into personal development. It leads to a healthier life, which leads to a more successful life, which ultimately leads to a happier life. So if you're someone that's looking to start your personal development journey, the first thing I would say do after understanding what it means to you and why you want to do it, because again, we all have our own understanding of this, but when you figure out what and why, the next thing you need to do is forgive yourself. You need to take a moment and be honest with yourself and gain clarity. Take some time out to forgive yourself for all the things that you've put yourself through. Forgive yourself for all the bad habits and what those habits created for you. Take the time to acknowledge your faults and have a moment of acceptance. Forgive yourself. This is going to promote self-love, and it's also going to raise your awareness. And that's another thing that personal development does. It raises your self-awareness, which is also a very, very powerful and strong thing to do. I mean, the best leaders and teachers and mentors all have a very high level of self-awareness, because you first have to accept yourself and your flaws. You have to accept yourself in your very incomplete form. Being able to be honest with yourself and accept yourself in the state that you are right now, and the state that your life is at right now, will give you better insight on what you need to work on to improve. Now, this is a very important part. I mean, you have to become detailed with this. I want you to take time right now and write 10 things, 10 bad habits that you feel are blocking you from becoming successful. And we all know if you take the time, I mean, this is like a 15-minute thing, 30-minute thing. Take time and write down the 10 main things that come to your mind that you need to improve on right now. These bad habits that are blocking you from being successful. You can say, hey, I'm lacking motivation, or I'm procrastinating, right? And you want to write down that you want to say, and it can go on and on. My diet, or time management, or money. It's so many different things. I mean, it's all varies to you, and you want to start that. I mean, you can say that I want to be better at saying no because I'm giving too much time to the wrong things. So many different things that we do, and you know when you're thinking about yourself, because there's things that you do that when you're doing it, you keep telling yourself, I need to stop doing this. I have to stop doing this. This is the last time that I'm doing this. Take back that power and stop giving that out to every little thing. So it's important for you to take the time, make a list, the top 10 things that need immediate attention right now that can change and literally have a positive effect on your life if those things are turned down a bit. Now, we can never be perfect, understand that. And you're gonna do things, but I want you to be more mindful of the things that you're doing so that you don't beat yourself up too much about it. After you make your list, I want you to make a strategy, a plan on how you're gonna improve those things. So after you make your 10 lists, and I mean, this is gonna be something you don't have to just dive into. After you make your 10 lists one day, the next day, go and take that first thing on the list, formulate a plan, do some research on it, study it, see how people are overcoming it, and literally make a plan for it. The next day, go to number 2. The next day, go to number 3. And then after 10 days after making your list, you're gonna have an actual guide for all these things, and you're gonna become more mindful and more aware. And now every day you're challenging yourself because you're trying to, execute. You're trying to execute each and every day to become better at these things that you said, hey, these are things that are stopping me from becoming successful and happy, and I'm working on them every day. And then you're gonna see an improvement in a year, in a month. You're gonna see yourself growing. You're gonna see yourself becoming better, and you're gonna have more self-love for yourself because you're respecting yourself more and appreciating yourself more. And that's gonna show a huge impact on your life. It's important to surround yourself in a community that constantly pushes this. But the most important part of this all is the action. Because once you become aware and you take the steps and you're educating yourself on certain things and how to be better at certain things, I mean, it could be laziness, it could be watching too much TV, it could be a lack of motivation, it could be a lack of self-love, it can be being, afraid to take on action. But regardless of that, again, the action of these things, executing these things is the most important part, because it does not matter if you acknowledge it, but you aren't taking any action on it. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to make your list and formulate plans on how to do it and take action. I mean, formulating the list and planning it is already you taking action, but then you have to implement that day in and day out, figuring out how you're going to become better, because life is going to show you these different things, and you're going to have to adjust each and every day in different ways. I mean, how many different ways are you avoiding your normal habit to be lazy? How many ways are you avoiding the negative thoughts, and how you're dealing with your negative thoughts in different scenarios and places that they come about? So that's the everyday challenge, dealing with that every day. So guys, the most important part of this to me, so personal development and self-help, is just the new structure of a lifestyle. I mean, your lifestyle is going to change. You have to take time out to show a lot of gratitude, to appreciate what you have in your life, and you're constantly growing and focusing on becoming better. And that's a new lifestyle. Your lifestyle is going to change. Your mentality is going to change. Your health is going to improve. It's literally all facets of your life. Because I mean, we're somewhat conditioned to prepare ourselves for a career, and we give all our time and attention to a career, to a job, And then we're spending all this time at a job and then trying to have relationships and balance all these things, and the least amount of time is spent on our own personal development and improvement, our own mental health, emotional health, and physical health. So it's important for us to focus on those things and build more self-love, but also be aware of just being thankful for everything that we have in our lives. I mean, this is literally a lifestyle. So personal development, that's why I see people that are in it so much, because it's a lifestyle. So for everybody here this long, I really appreciate you guys, man. You're the real kings and queens, and I appreciate you guys for adding so much value to this channel. And for that, I want to ask you guys a question. What's one habit that you are trying to get better at right now? You're trying to replace, you're trying to improve at, and replace it with a positive habit. What's one habit that is really blocking your success right now? In the comment section below, let me know, and maybe we have some answers for each other, and we can actually build on that and help you improve with that on this video. If this video gave you any value at any point, please hit that subscribe button for me. We're finally at 200 subscribers on this channel. I'm trying to keep on growing, and you guys are literally the cornerstone for that, and I appreciate you guys for all the second or minute that you've shared your time with me on these videos. And please hit that thumbs up on the video so YouTube will know that you guys are enjoying this content, and then share with more people who are likely to enjoy this as well. But guys, as always, continue to persevere, stay positive, and be blessed.